There we go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Just give it a second. There we go. I managed to capture lead. Hello, tech over from the Twitch side, from the other side, and hello to all you guys over on YouTube as well. So, let me just well prepared as always. Always well prepared. Absolutely no clue. Okay, sorry. Okay, there we go. So, good evening and welcome to tonight's live stream. So, both on both platforms I see. Anyway, so today is going to be a little bit of a like a bit of that, a bit of everything kind of live stream. I have multiple smaller projects. Some are probably larger projects, but at least I have a few small things that I want to look into. The camera content needs some work, so might do a bit of that later on. And most importantly, I think now is we just have the first what's it called? Interstellar, is the Interstellar initiatives they called it? I think it's something like that, right? Blah blah blah. Where is it? Yeah, I think they call them Interstellar initiatives. Basically, this is the new community events, right? So we used to have these in-game community events where you would go and you would either trade with a station or kill stuff at a station or mine and sell at a specific station, and there would be like a leaderboard kind of thing, and the higher up you were in the leaderboard, the more money you would make after the community goal has ended. Frontier seems to have discontinued that kind of model and now working with these Interstellar initiatives, which are supposed to be larger events, where you take like there should be like decisions that we make, and then based on that it might have lasting effects on the galaxy. Basically they are upscaled community events that instead of running just like a week, they're gonna run a full month at a time. And the one they're running right now. How will community event trophies on PS4 now work? I have no idea what community event trophies are, so sorry. But if we take a quick look at the community events or Interstellar, I'm gonna keep calling it community events, but the Interstellar initiative, this one's called Bridging the Gap Phase 1. Okay, now the whole story here is that there's this corporation called Center Partners, which is located in the Center system, which I actually don't know where it is. Should we just look that up real quick? Just for fun. Oh, come on. I'm on. There we go. Oh, okay, it's out in the middle of nowhere. Okay, so it's on the very edge of the bubble, pointing towards Guardian Space. That kind of makes sense. Okay. Ryan S says, just up today, got back into Elite Dangerous this week. And anything you can think of looking up, you have a video for. Thank you, you're very welcome. Okay, so there's a system down here, and in that system, I don't have cartography data for it, but in that system there is a faction, and they are called Center Partners. And these guys are apparently very generous. They have decided to build anywhere somewhere, true. They have decided to build a ferry, a megaship ferry going from the center system and out to a location in what used to be Guardian Space. And there are 5 options here for locations that you can choose. And the problem is, okay, so there's a few things here, but the first phase here, there's really nothing going on in game at all. There's nothing you can do in game at the moment for this Bridging the Gap Interstellar initiative. All you can do is go over to the forum, and here's a poll where you can vote for either of these 5 systems. And whichever system wins, in that system there will be constructed a station, I believe. Blah blah blah. And Planet hope to build and develop new tonight. That was not it. Somewhere. Yeah, okay, so Center Partners have identified 5 locations in Guardian Space where they will not only set up an outpost, so there will be a station there, but fund the creation of a megaship ferry that will take commanders from the system center to a location voted for by the community. So basically, there's going to be a megaship. How that exactly is going to work, I mean, I guess it's going to jump back and forth between the two systems, but how often, and I don't know. There's going to be a ferry. I don't know how that's going to work. They have said nothing about it as well. Good evening, Wooland. But basically what I want to do now is I want to have a look at these systems. And see if I can see any benefits of taking one over the other, right? So I think what we're going to do first is basically, as always, we're going to open up a spreadsheet. You know, if you've been following the channel for a while, you know that I love streaming spreadsheets. So if you like live streams with spreadsheets, and this is definitely the place for you. And we have a Synopher system. There we go. And there's another Synopher system. But what I want to do now is you just want to like put basic stats on the systems in the spreadsheet, so I can begin to make a decision on which system I want to vote for. Zoom in a bit so you guys can see what's going on. Here we have the systems. Why is this different than the others? Oh, it's not. It just looked like it. Isn't it bigger? Oh, it's a different font. All the other was a times. Okay. There we go. So I guess this is gonna be name. We want like the distance, I guess, would be a thing that would be interesting to take a look at. And yeah, okay, let's start by getting the distances to the different systems and begin to put in some more information. Let's take a look at the first system here. And oops, that was a little bit too much. Overdid that a little bit. And I need to adjust my filters because this is not a populated system. There we go. So this is 5. We're going to do it from Shinrata. So this one is 569 light years away. So this distance was 569. Yeah, so now the next question is, what kind of stuff... don't like the Google ones? Well, yeah, I could go to use Google Sheets, but I don't know. Oh, it's just nice that I can have stuff stored on my server, and I don't know. I guess I could download a Google Sheet and run that, but OpenOffice works for me. Let's see if we can figure some information about what's actually in this system. What happens if we just Google it? EDSM. Perfect. And also some of the Guardian research. So that didn't tell us much. Okay, so this one gives us starship blueprints. That could be important. So let's put that in. Let's put that like BP type, so blueprint type. Make that bold. And this one gives us starship blueprints. Yeah, all the naughty tabs. Should we just look at the other ones, what they give while we are here anyway? We have Synopher IL. Now that we have this up anyway, I'll look up distances later. This is also starship blueprints. Don't tell me they all are they? Hold on. NEH11. Alex says, "There's a bit of accent." Yeah, I'm from Denmark, so that would probably be quite a bit of an accent. Hold on. Okay, so this one, these are all Starship blueprints. But this one is not. This one is module. And the last one is probably Starship, if chat is correct at least. PFE75, yes, so that's also Starship. Okay. So far, so good. Stop that. Okay. What else can we find? Could we find out which kind of sites are in those systems? Because that would probably be quite interesting. So they all have blueprint sites, at least. What about if we go Elite, Dangerous, Guardian, Ruin locations? Ancient ruins, here we go. What do we have? Primary zone. Okay. What if we expand all these? And then search. No, the Guardian sites always give one type of blueprint. That's the whole point. That if you want to go for one specific blueprint type, you have to go for yeah, you have to go for a specific site of that type. Okay, let's search up what else kind of information we can get here. That is not listed there at all. That seems to not be listed here either. Is any of these systems at all listed? Nope. Okay, not much luck on this site though. Nope. Are these sites even searchable? Okay, so it is searchable, at least. So what else? So there's no ruin locations here. Guardian structures. These small Guardian structures may have active ancient data terminals where Guardian data logs and blueprint segments. Come on, it can't be. There must be other things in the systems. No, I don't say fucking idiots. Well, now I did, but still just searching this stuff up. Oh, there's one. What is this heading? What is this column? Need group to complete. Active ancient terminal. Oh, there's a link to some Google sheet. You need provision. Wonderful. That's not going to help us much, is it? A forum post. Yeah. Other than actually... Other than actual... Oh, what else has Canon posted? Finding new Guardian ruins. No, there's nothing there. I guess best bet is still this site here. Large Guardian structures. Maybe we should expand that too. Okay. Let's try this again. I might have to actually go out there to take a look. That might actually be... Hold on. Ah, yeah, of course. This shows up as a large Guardian one because it has... I assume all of these are gonna be on this list. Yeah, they are. Because that's... Okay, so that's the large ones. Inactive. With no available Guardian data logs. Okay, so when they refer to data logs, is that... let me see here. Data... Guardian... Are these pattern analysis things? Are those what they call data logs? Like the alpha, beta, delta, epsilon, gamma data things here. Because it could be nice if we could find a place where this is already present, so we don't have to go and look for that. But let's just try some of the others here, see what we come up with. This one only shows up once. This one is not even listed here. Relic plus casket. Civil War. Thargoid log. Heading. That makes no sense. These Guardian structures have one of several small layouts and are guarded by a force of up to 6 Guardian Sentinels at once. The ancient data terminals contained either a Guardian module blueprint segment or weapon blueprint segment. They are also used to acquire certain data logs of a Ramtar. Ah, okay. So these are the Guardian structures, but what we're looking for is like pattern data. What are they called again? Pattern data segments, obelisk data. Ah, try that again. Pattern epsilon data. Is a Guardian data material obtained by scanning ancient obelisks. Ancient obelisks are located at Guardian ruins and Guardian structures. Or ancient ruins and Guardian structures. So we want to find a list of the ancient ruins. Those are the ones we're looking for. Any chance to see me play Star Citizens? I tried in the past, and I don't know, it's just never really caught on. I might give it a go again. I hear there's been a lot of updates. This is the first region where ancient ruins were discovered, and contains 113 sites listed below. Are the first 14 sites. Identified commanders, blah blah blah. A list of ancient ruin sites is maintained here. Can I log in and see that list then? Oh, we can. Wonderful. Ha ha ha, here we go. This is much more like it. Now, what happens? Yes, so. Okay. So here we have type alpha. Oh. Ooh. Hold on. And the red, is there a legend for this? What is the red ones? Are the red ones the ones that are active? Because if that's the case... Reset zoom. Oh, information. Here we go. Oh, come on. So, I mean, this is a really cool map. But I would like to know what the colors mean. That's not really explained anywhere, is it? Am I missing something? Scan result for M6. So the red, okay, so the blue ones, okay, so the blue ones are active. So if we can find an area where we have at least 2 blue close to each other, then that would be a very, very good option. That 2 blues quite far apart. Okay. Well, that's something. Let's try the next system and see if, oops, if that is any better. Okay, so basically what we're doing is we have these 5 systems, and we have to choose which one we want to go for the community or for the interstellar initiative thing. So this one is not there. What about EN? Is this in this list? No. GT and PE? No. Really? So none of these? Nope. only the first one seems to also have. I don't know. Is that really? I mean, that doesn't seem right that only one of them has a ruin, because if that's the case, then that seems to be the obvious answer. Should we try to check the distances to some of the other systems? Yes, Philip, I know that we're voting for structures and not ruins, but one of the systems at least has both a structure and a ruin. So this one is 633, rounding up. So this one has ruins. I'm just trying to figure out which one I want to vote for. Oh. How far out? Yeah, that's another point. You know what? I'm just quickly gonna bookmark them. This is 738. Let me just remove some of the bookmarks I have in this area. Yeah, and let's bookmark that. It's just so I can get a feeling for how they're located. I mean, because if we're close, if we have one of them that are close, or two of them that are close to each other. I mean, these two are fairly close. It's not bad. Then there might be a point in picking those. Woolan says, Woolan, can you send that to me? Would love to read that actually. Look at that. We have two here very, very close to each other. Which is the EN and the GT one. EN, and so these two are very close to each other. And the GT is how far away? 730. So these two are very, very close to each other. And the good thing about these two systems, look at that. One is Starship, one is modules. So going for one of these two would probably be a good choice. Simply because we get both Starship and modules really, really close to each other. Let's just take the last one here. And see where that's located at. Okay, it's also in the same area. So we have three systems here, very, very close to each other. And they're also the systems furthest away. And this one was 733. No, 37, right? 37, yes. But yeah, Wooland, please do. Okay, he already sent that. Okay, let's see what they have to say here. And the finally begins to move with a new community. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. This is the first step we need to vote for system, which will get the outpost and a megaship ferry moving. This has both a guardian structure and an ancient ruin, as I also discovered. Both less than 70 light years from the entry point, but it's far away. More than from the other Guardian systems and Guardian beacons. It also closest to the bubble. Yes, so that's a negative for the IC system, right? It is, as I always had on my spreadsheet here, it's the closest to the bubbles, it's the one that's easiest to get to. Its benefit is it has a ruin, right? For close to other Guardian systems and beacons, but require considerable 2K plus light supercruise distance to reach the only Guardian structure. It's also further from the bubble. The rest of the systems are much worse and were easily discarded. What? So they say the EN system is... Yeah, okay, but the EN... As I see the EN system here... The EN system, which is the one we have right here, right? It is close in this group, and I mean, I guess it's nice to have the ruin in that system, the IC system, but I can see the problem. I mean, it is the closest to the bubble and everything. So I would probably also go and vote EN, to be honest. I mean, I would vote for any of these three out here, simply because we have... we have the... yeah, this one doesn't make sense, right? Because this one is on its own. Like, out there, there's no ruin, so this doesn't make any sense. So I would definitely... I would go with the EN one. So should I go and vote for that? I guess I should. Where's my... too much stuff on the screen. Did I close that? No, it should be somewhere. Oh, here we go. Yada, yada, yada. Boom. There it is. So, EN, it is. Cast your vote. Can we then see the results? It's funny how many people are just voting for the first one. I don't know. Is that because it has a ruin? It might be because this also has a ruin in it that people are voting for that. But again, I would much rather have two types of blueprint close by than the others. But anyway. Cool. Okay. It is the odd one out. But again, it is the closest, so if you have to travel there, it's just the one you would probably want to. You know what, let me just quickly save this, like, there, right? Okay. Enough about that. So that was the first, as I said, it's going to be one of those, like, a lot of small stuff kind of live stream. That was the first thing. Thanks you, Woolen, for the screenshot. Wait, Elite has forums? Yeah, apparently so. Okay, so next step, I guess, next small project is not opening up the system map, but not returning to the surface either. God damn it. Yes, you have to register on the ED forum to vote. So next step for today... Hello, TU. Welcome to the stream. Next step for today is I want to have a look at the Anaconda. I think it was last time when I rebuilt it, but since then I haven't really done much with it. It still needs some. I have a fragmentation cannon. Because I was testing, and I of course forgot to put the drag munition on, but I wanted to test it, but now that we have it, I don't need that anymore, so I'm gonna sell that. Let me see. All of this is probably just fine. Don't want to do anything with that. Let me have a look at the... Oh, yeah. So the power plant is probably okay, I guess. Yeah, class 4 thermal spread should be enough. The frameshift drive is probably done. 61.2%. That seems off to me. Is this not fully upgraded? FSD. Oh, because it gets this odd extra 4% here. Okay. Fair enough. Life support, probably okay. Grade 4, we have to go to Colonia for a grade 5 upgrade at some point. The power distributor will need an upgrade, and I really want that upgrade. So I probably want to have a look at that pretty soon. Same with this one. So let's do the power distributor and let's look at the thrusters to start with. What about the optional tunnels? The shield generator will need an upgrade as well. I have an empty military slot. I don't think there's anything I want in here. No. Collector, research, supercruiser. Yeah, so it's pretty much only the shield generator that needs the upgrade. So I guess first step would be to check if I have all the materials that I need to do this, right? So let me just quickly go and find Inara. There we go. And let me start up the dangerous market connector. There we go. Texas hate flying the Anaconda. Well, if you watched the last live stream, you would know that I tried my level best to try and find another ship that was that could do everything that I demanded from the ship, but it was. Would you stop that? It just wouldn't want to. I just couldn't. There was just no ship that allowed me to do all the stuff that I needed. So I ended up with the Anaconda again. It's not that I really want to fly it. It's just the only ship that does what I need it to. Okay, so we have the Anaconda. And I think we're going to go to engineering. We're going to go into blueprints. And we need to look at the core internals. And we need to look at dirty drive thrusters. We need to look at a... Ooh, hold on. What was the engineering upgrade I ended up with on the... Was that engine focused or was charge enhanced? If I go charge enhanced super Condor, that's not enough. I need to go engine focused super conduit, right? Yes. Yes, because then I can boost. And with a respectable boost time as well. Okay. So if we're going to go engine focused, we still need to have 30 drives, but for the power distributor, I need engine focused. Okay. 30 drive, how are we doing for materials here? Oh, I have exactly 10 pharmaceutical isolators and 11 cat. That should be okay if I don't need any more. And drag drives is okay. And I don't need... No, perfect. So what about the engine focus? Damn it, I need cadmium for this one as well, grade 5 at the Dweller. So I need more cadmium. So that's probably one of the first things we want to go and do. And for the super conduit, I need stuff that I have plenty of. Okay. So first step would be to get more cadmium, I guess. Yeah. So let's get some more cadmium, because then we are good to go and begin engineering this thing. And we have to go to the Dweller for this. There's no way around it. Okay. EDB, here we come. I want to find a buddy. I want to find... It's compared to Sol, not to Sol, to Shinrata Desra. What else do I want? I want it, of course I want to have Why do I have caps lock on? I want to have cadmium, obviously. Planet type, has ring, max distance, planet landable. Yes, obviously. Extra column. Volcanism. Try to find those. And this crew is probably going to take some time, because it's not very restrictive, the ones we put in here. No, wasn't too bad. So let's just sort it by percentage of cadmium. There we go. We have one at 3% with silicate magma. And it's only 50 light years away. I guess that's our system. Planet B1. What's the gravity like? 0.8 G is a little on the high side, but I guess that will do. Okay, let's go and get ourselves some cadmium. Nah, I want the boost. But I really love this the jump range on this thing. And remember, this might not be where you would think, wow, impressive jump range. You hit 70, almost 72 one latent. But keep in mind that I'm carrying fighter hangars, I'm carrying SRV base, I'm carrying shields, I'm carrying a lot of sensors. Like, a lot of them. Or pretty much all of them. You could push it further if you would build a dedicated bubble boss. If I didn't have to carry fighter hangars, and I could go with lighter SRVs as well, so I didn't have to go with 2, not go with 1. But I just need it for video stuff. That's why I'm carrying all this stuff around. But to be honest, if I were building a dedicated bubble boss that would just be for running around the bubble and not for video stuff, I would probably build something like a Diamondback, because god damn it, I love the Diamondback. Or maybe a Crate Phantom. Oh shit, it's a little bit too early there on the system map. So we're going to planet B1, which is that one. Should we just confirm that this planet indeed has 3% cadmium? Perfect. Oh, should we try the new super cruise thingy? Where is it? There it is. Ah, there we go. Hands off. Okay, good question there. Asking if the Diamondback is my favorite ship, or is it the Anaconda? It's definitely not the Anaconda. Or which ship? I would probably say, I actually think my favorite ship is the Diamondback. It's just, I don't know, that it's just one of those ships that just holds a special place for me. Before I built a dedicated video ship, I was using the Diamondback, and I spent so many hours in the Diamondback. I just love that little thing. Such a great ship. But obviously I don't fly it too much because I'm carrying around like a fighter hangar and all that stuff that I need for doing video stuff. So I mean, if it wasn't because I was doing YouTube and I needed my camera drones and stuff like that, then I would be flying a Diamondback every single day, I think. Unless the days where I go out mining or bounty hunting or something. Okay. We're here. That's an interesting planet. Let's get that thing mapped. 8 probes. Oh, 6 probes. Sorry. So that would be something like... That. There. And there. Where we at? Ah, we got the surface scan even without the last probe hitting. That was easy. Yeah, the DBX fuel scoop is not great. That's true. But again, it's a bubble. If it's for a bubble boss, it doesn't matter because you'll never be far from the nearest station. You will most likely never be going more than what, 800 light years before you dock, and that's really stretching it. Most trips will probably be less than 200 light years. And even though yes, it doesn't fuel scoop that quickly, but to me that's okay, because I will probably be pretty close to a station by the time I run out of fuel. Hold on, could we stop the... Thank you. Dusty says, I love the new camera assist mod. Oh well, Super Cruises, yeah, exactly. It's a great tool for doing video stuff, that's for sure. But sometimes you want to visit Guardian Ruins or Robigo. That's true. And in situations like that, the Diamondback may not be the best choice. But I don't know how often you guys are flying out to... I mean, Robigo, I would easily take the Diamondback out to Robigo. When we're beginning to go a lot beyond 500 light years, yeah, sure, then the Diamondback is probably not a good choice. But again, how often do you do that? I mean, I don't know, but it's been quite a while since I've been at the Guardian Ruins. Oh, we need to be careful here. I forgot the gravity on this planet here. There we go. Thanks a lot for the follow on Twitch. At least it's fairly flat here. There we go. Good evening, Dave. Oh, that gravity. Seth has event that he loved the DX as well. Went to Colonia, Secretariat and back to the bubble. It's a great little... I really like that ship. Okay, so we need to figure out which ones we need to shoot in order to get... That was annoying. Okay, what's wrong with this thing? I have to shoot from this side. Okay, so... Those just gave me iron. That's definitely not what we're looking for. Let's try to head over to this area here. What else do we have? So we know... We have a needle... We know these precious thingies. Let's try that. There's also needle crystal. They often give very good material, but I have a sneaky suspicion they might be too high-end, the stuff that comes out of the needle crystals. Chromium. It's closer. Let's try a needle crystal. Shoot everything. Yeah. Yttrium. Yeah, that's too high-end. Where's the other needle crystals? Over here. Pretty much drove past it. Look at the tracks, they're all yellow. It's more yttrium. Crystalline fragment. Also chromium, and we can't carry any more chromium. So if this one gives me chromium as well, then I think we just have to explore this planet manually. Not sure if I managed to get that. I didn't. Hold on, this gave me... I'll take it. I think these ones give too low quality material. I mean, we're looking for a grade 3 material, so I would guess the fragments are what we're going to be looking for. Yeah, more iron. So these crystalline fragments is probably our best bet right now. More chromium. What's the chromium percentage on this planet? Hold on, let me just check that. Okay, that's 17%, that's why. Cadmium's down there at 3%. Wonderful. Yeah, maybe driving in turret mode is better. Because it is a little annoying that it can't shoot. So how hot are these things? No, not too hot. More chromium. About the FX bug that people are talking about in chat. Hold on. There are also crystalline clusters and crystalline fragments. Have we tried the clusters? Or have we only tried the fragments? Aha! There we go. Okay. So crystalline clusters is what we're looking for. But regarding the FX bug, it will be fixed next week. Or at least Frontier says so. They're gonna do a bug fixing patch next week, and it should be fixed in that. Oh, there was crystalline cluster. So hopefully. Oh, hold on, not next week. It must be this week. This is next week, I guess. Ooh, look at that. Look at all the clusters. More cadmium. Oh, almost drove past it there. Hikiso, hello and welcome. Over on Twitch. Oh, that was something else. Okay. I think we have plenty of clusters in this area. Cadmium, perfect. Okay, I think I saw more clusters over in this area here. Or at least I want to go back and have a look. Yeah, there was one more. There was many more. Oh, there's also a needle crystal. For good measures, I'll take the needle crystal too. And there's the needle crystals with more yttrium. Always need more high-grade materials. Okay, let's just take the outskirts of the site here. I think it's one of the best ways to get surface materials. The good thing is it's really consistent, and when you get a planet, this planet for instance has, I think, was it 6 or 8 of these sites, and I mean I've already gotten quite a bit from this one site here. And so if you run a few of them, then you should have what you need. Ah, losing control. Ah, there we go. Drive assist off. And we're back under control again. Thank you, drive assist. Put it on again here when we're slowing down. Just quickly go the process. It's quite simple, actually. I just went into EDDB and did a quick search. Let me show you here. I just went into EDDB and said I want to find cadmium. I wanted to find something close to Shinrata. It needs to be a landable planet. And then I set the extra column to volcanism. And then I just sorted it by percent of cadmium. This one came up as the one with the highest percentage, and it has volcanism on it, so that was the planet I went for. Quite simple and very effective. So let's get this thing in the air. We're gonna take one more site, just because I think I only just got the 20 cadmium that I need, which is of course over here. And that means when I'm done here with the upgrade that I want to do, cadmium, where's higher? At 23. I want to have a little bit extra so that I can upgrade. Should we able to see this in contact? So that was surface site 1. Let's go to 2. You can see there's 8 of these sites on this one. So we're still mass locked. The big signal on your right, just the empty vodka bot from your last visit. Hello, Robert. Volcanism equals crystals. Volcanism just means there are some kind of geysers or like some kind of like these small like outflows from the surface, and around these you often found these crystals. Yeah. We're free of the mass lock. Let's get this thing flying. Oh, I want these engines upgraded. There we go. You're very welcome. $70 planet in a cutter. Good luck with that. It seems like it's not quite, but almost on the opposite side of the planet, so we're just going to get a little bit of altitude. Before we go into orbit mode here. And there it comes. Whee! 200 kilometers. Maybe that's a little bit too early to begin to dive. Gonna go in a little bit closer. And come down a little steep. Okay, maybe not that steep. Wait, that was too steep. Damn it. Oops. Oh, that's right in the shadow there. 2 minutes to fly there. Yeah, we'll take the 2 minutes. Okay, we have people on Twitch says, fairly new to the game, has 4 ships now upgraded. This seems quite daunting, from unlocking engineers, collecting materials, to getting the ships to the correct starbase. I would, early on in the game, I wouldn't just boost. I can't. That's one of the upgrades we're doing, making sure this thing can boost. Thank you, Dutch Asylum, for the $5 donation. Awesome. Thank you. I was answering a question. Oh yeah, says that upgrading was quite daunting. Yeah, I would not worry too much about engineering, because in the early game, when you're still pretty new, you're gonna switch out your ships all the time. You're gonna get new ships all the time. So therefore, I wouldn't worry too much about it to start with. You can upgrade the stuff that you need. Upgrading your FSD is always a good idea. Especially if you get some of the more common sizes, like a class 5 or class 6 FSD is used on many ships. So those are pretty good to upgrade if you get your hands on them. But I wouldn't worry too much about engineering early on. I mean, do a little bit here, a little bit there, and don't stress out. You don't have to fully engineer every single ship you get your hand on, because that's just going to be an absolute pain. So wait with the engineering until you get a little bit further along. What's my favorite ship? We just talked about it. I think it's the Diamondback. Should try something. Yeah, that's a bad idea. Okay, let's begin to break a bit. There we go. Shields off for maximum power to engines. There we go. Apply that. Okay, let's run this side as well. Just build a great Phantom Explorer. That's a good ship. So we have something over there. Look at that. I see a screenshot opportunity coming up here. I want to see if I can get a shot of that mist going up in front of the star, while the star just peeks over the mountain. That's a pretty cool... Oh, with the double stars, I didn't even notice that. Okay. Sorry for the window sounds, it's just me taking screenshots. People always get confused for some reason. There we go. Could we get something with like the SRV like just out there at the side as well? A little bit close up. Like that. That's what I love about this game. What now if we do it like a really zoomed in? We need both the SRV and the 2 stars, so that's a little bit too much, I guess. I'll take that as a screenshot too. Okay. That should be enough photo mode for now. Oh, look at this. Oh no, I drifted off to the side. Hold on, give that another go. What is that? Oh, it's just more gas thingy. Oh, I think I'm falling down. Or maybe not. It's just hanging on with one wheel. Good evening, Donkalora. No! Ah! Ow. Okay, one more go. Maybe do it in external camera mode. There we go. Yeah. No, if we're gonna climb steam vents, we're gonna find proper geysers. That is fun. Hold on, I'll see if I can find. I'll find a clip I did a while back. Oh, where did I put that? I actually think I uploaded it to my Facebook page of all things. Let me see if I can find what happens when you send an SRV into to a geyser. Now that is fun. No, see y'all. Come on, must be somewhere. No, maybe not. Roristin, I think it is. Thanks a lot for the €2 donations. And as always, I will remember to upload. I'll try to remember at least to upload the screenshots afterwards to the Discord server, so you guys can go on. You can grab them over there if you're interested. Okay, I don't know where that clip was. Maybe we'll have to just recreate it. Okay, that's enough goofing around for now. Really think your videos, Commander's been watching for a long time. Well, thank you. I'm glad you liked them. Oh, crystal cluster. Perfect. Oh. Ah, stop. That was way closer than I thought. Where did they go? There it is. Whee! Oh, maybe cargo hatch. There we go. Okay. We need to go this way now. And drive assist off. Making my life easier. Okay, let's try that other group over there. Maybe we're a little bit more locked there. Creepy Hollow says hello on Twitch. Well, hello and welcome. We have a crystalline cluster there. This one seems to be a lot smaller than the other one. Hey, but at least we got cadmium. No, we're hunting cadmium at the moment. Oh, well, we have the cadmium we need. I'm just hunting a little bit extra cadmium. Okay, you know what? we're gonna relocate to another planet because I want to find something that has geysers rather than just these spouts. What are these called? What did they call them? Silicon magma things. Whoops, that's a rock. Is there a way to know how flat a body is on EDB? No. Okay, let's go and have a quick look here if we can find something that has geysers. Oh, silicon vapor geysers. There are... Oh, hold on. Let's try to go back. Come on. Do you really have to query that every single time? There's one. Also pretty close. Let's go for this one. I hope this one should have some geysers that are a little bit more fun. And it is basically next door. Let's go over there. Oh, this is where boosting would be really nice. Oh, we're free of the mass lock. Do we think they're crystal? Yeah, they're most likely. I'm pretty sure there is. I mean, you just have to find planets with the correct materials on it, then there's a good chance you're gonna find. So we find something that has a lot of selenium, and then I'm pretty sure selenium I think is pretty high grade material if you recall correctly. So you probably need the needle crystals for that, and they are a little bit more rare. But you can definitely find. I'm pretty sure you can find everything here. Yes, Dongalora, I haven't really done much, as you can see here. Still, if I click into the game, actually. Oh, we can't boost in Super Cruise. If it were not in Super Cruise, you would be able to see that I still can't boost, because I haven't done much with the ship. As of yet, I've been working on finishing up the cucumber, so that thing is ready to go. And video, hopefully soon. At least the cucumber is now in a state where I like it. I like the way it is now. I was considering changing some of the modules, especially with the drag drive changes. But as they are right now, and now they're rolling it back, I will probably stay with the same weapon loadout. But if they are making changes to that in the future, that's probably something I would look into. Am I on open? Yeah, I'm on open. So what planet did we need to go to? We need to go to planet A1. Should be pretty straightforward. Oh, it's even a ringed planet. Perfect. It doesn't get much better than that. Let's head to planet 1. Gene says, hi, big fan of the video. I worship the planet. Good job being the best content creator. Thank you very much. I'm in your home system now. Well, I'll try to behave then. I loved ringed planets. Make set. Hello and welcome. Right now I'm partly hunting for cadmium, but we also just like goofing around right now. Okay, let's surface scan this thing. 6 probes. That should be doable. Set one there, if that's needed. And 100. And again, we didn't need the last one. So, where are we at with... should be under navigations, I guess. There we go. Oh, look at that. All of them. Okay, let's just go to number 1. Right there. Okay, we need a little bit. Oh, there should be some pretty cool photo opportunities down here. Because we're going to have the sun right at the horizon. And we're going to be far enough south from equator that we get some decent width on the ring as well. Commander Sue says 25%, click the like. Let's get it up a bit more. Yeah, please guys, go down. If you enjoy the stream, go down and give it a like. It helps a lot. Got a little something for me. Okay. Dude, what's up, Dongle? Are you okay? Oh, what's the gravity like? I didn't look at that. Is that a 2 point? Uh-oh. Okay, we need to be careful here. That's the one problem I have with the... one of the problems I have with the Anaconda. You can't see the coordinates down there. I think it says 2.1. So I'm gonna be a little careful here. Probably throttle back a bit. And get ready to pull up when we come out of the super cruise. Also the glide. Okay, we're still going down rather quickly and it's accelerating. So I'm gonna point the nose upwards. Because the rear thrusters are much stronger than the maneuvering thrusters. So we're giving this full thrust now by pointing in the opposite direction. I should begin to slow down. Hopefully fast enough. Okay, pips to shield. Prepare for an impact. Very slow impact. Yeah, boost would have been really handy right there. Oh. Gotta put some pips over to engines while we're looking for a suitable landing spot. Oh, there's one. I know we are quite far out. Yeah, I know, David. I know. Yeah, 2.1 Gs. Oh, look at that, though. Oh, okay. Drive assist off, thank you. Not gonna drive through this. So the problem with these kind of planets are, I mean, sure we can boost, but you pretty much have to reserve all your boosts for the landing. Can we make it that hilltop there? Yes, we can. Oh, and I run out of boost. And then there's a hard landing. Whee! Oh, this is gonna be a tough one. Ouch. Yeah, I did see that. Saw that Drew did post something about Ptolemy. Most of it looked like encrypted stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, we're inside the site now. Oh, it's a needle crystal. I'll take it. That doesn't look like a needle crystal. That's not a needle crystal. Thanks a lot for the follow on Twitch. Is it over here then? Oh, it's on the other side. Ah, cool. The geysers doesn't look too different. And see if they're a little bit more aggressive. Oh, there's a cluster up ahead. We'll go and take that. Got some cadmium. Nice. Oh, there goes the ship. Oh no. I hope that thing can figure out how to land again without exploding. Ah, I really hope that thing would have stayed on the ground. Okay, photo time. Look at that. Let's park it right next to this one. You say it's fine coming back down. I've had ships blow up when they try to land. Do kind of the same shots as before, like oops. Close up with the SRV there at the side. Maybe do like a... If I do that, then drive this forward a little bit. Actually, you know what? Let's drive it up to the small... Whoa! Zero control. Let's drive it up here. Park it up on this one. No. Go on, go on, go back. It doesn't really show much, does it? Damn. I want to have the SRV a little bit more in focus. So something like that, maybe. Okay. Let's see what we got. We have all the clusters. We have one over there to the side. The other side. Okay, we have two over here on the side. Let's go for those two first. Oh. Oh, are those two in the same? Got tungsten. Oh, ouch. There should be one over here as well. Oh, there's a needle crystal. I'll take that one afterwards. Let's go for this one first. This was not the kind of geysers I was hoping for. I was hoping for the more violent one, where you can shoot the SRV up. Go for this needle crystal. It's a very nice view. I really like this place. Just gonna check this area over here as well, and if there's nothing, we're gonna try to recall the ship and see what do we get there. Not what we're looking for. Yeah, the upgrades or the buff to high grade emissions are very, very welcome change. That was really needed. Okay, it's a nice flat area right here. So let's try to recall the... Oh no, I haven't checked this area over here. Just gonna do that. Oh, there's a lot of stuff over here. It's another cluster. And cadmium. Wonderful. Okay, I think we're at the edge of the site now. So, let's try to recall this and see what happens. If that thing comes down in one piece. Yeah, it is taking a hammering. Oh, there it is, the ship. Nah, looks like it's doing okay. Yeah, beautiful. Nice and slow. Medium says, why can ships land from orbit itself, but not when you're on board? Shh. Don't break the immersion. But you're right, it makes no sense. Pretty sure Clipper is crying in the shipyard. I don't think I have any specific locations. I have like general guides on material farming. But while we get this thing up in the air, I'll show you something that might be useful if you don't have it already. Just find this real quick. Where did I post that? Where did I save it? Probably here. Yes, here it is. Let's get a shareable link of this. Copy link. There we go. Okay, so for those who don't know, I created a spreadsheet, posted on YouTube and on Twitch, of all the engineering materials, where they can be found, and where videos are available. There are links to video guides on it. I try to keep that spreadsheet updated, so when things change, I will try to update it in there. But if you encounter something that's out of date, then please let me know, because, well, yeah, I try to update it, but sometimes I miss a material or two with some methods that's been outdated. So if you spot anything, just let me know. There should be like links for emails and everything, or Discord or whatever. Pharmaceutical isolators are very hard to find at the moment. Yes, that is true. And it's probably easier to cross-trade pharmaceutical isolators for something else. Just farm any high grades and then just cross-trade that. Okay, how do we do on cadmium? So 38 is okay. I can live with that. So I guess next step is to go back and have a look at our list of engineers. So we need to head to the Dweller. We have to go to the Dweller. So let's go and do that first. Then we have to go to either Farseer, Elvira Matuk, or Palin. And for the shield generator, which we haven't looked at all yet, shield generator reinforced, probably, I guess, right? Yeah, gotta go reinforced high cap on this one. We can actually also go to Elvira Matuk for that. And do I have the materials for this? No, I need improvised components. Wonderful. You know what? Let's do that first. You're very welcome. So, I'll just show you here. I'm back on Inara here, and I'm looking... Whoops, that's a little bit too much. Looking at the reinforced, which I'm planning to put on the shield here, just to give me some extra hit points. But as you can see here, I'm low on improvised components. So, where do we get those? Well, there's a spreadsheet, right? So we're gonna go down now. Here's a trick though. If you want to, you can go up and... Where is the data? I think if you make your own copy of it, you can go in and you can go... I can't remember how it is. There's something you can do here where you can turn on these columns, because normally... though I have it open twice, it seems. There we go. Now I don't have it open once. I, of course, have the option to go in and filter this. And you can do the same thing if you either take a copy of it, or you can go in and make, like, temporary filters somehow. I can't remember how it is. Somewhere in format. No, data. Somewhere here in data. Yeah, filter view. Create filter view. I think that's it. Right? Then you can go and you can make these... you can make these filters if you want to, so you can begin to sort them. But in this case, I would just go and find improvised components. These are high grades in civil unrest systems. Okay. So let's go and find some civil unrest systems. See if we can do that. Okay. Boom. States, and I want civil unrest. That one. And we have our first candidate right here. There's not a lot of them, are there? There's a few over here in civil unrest, so that could be interesting as well. Let's take that one. Let's see if we're lucky. Yeah, but the trick is that I think if you're looking at the shareable link, copy link address. Let me just try something here. Because if I use this as... Oh. There we go. If I view this as a person without... Yeah, here we go. So now I'm viewing this as a outsider, someone who does not have edible rights. You can see I don't have these here. But if I highlight these columns here, and I go to data, and I go to filter view and create temporary filter view. That's the one. Then you get a temporary filter view where you can go in and say, oh, okay, what am I interested in? For instance, okay, I'm interested in mechanical components right now. I can go and look at those. And I wanted to sort it by grade, like that. So I can now see, if I wanted to upgrade, if I wanted to trade up from lower grades, then I need configurable components, which is located at Daph's Hope. Simple as that. So you can begin to filter, and it makes it just a little bit easier to work with if you do that. But overall, I try to keep this thing updated as much as I can. And yeah, if I miss some things, do let me know. Yeah, data mine wake exceptions. What I would do now is just go to the crashed Cobra, Jameson's crashed Cobra, and just cross trade from there because it's so easy. Okay, we should be in system. Should we just verify? So civil unrest icon is that guy with lightnings coming out of his head. So there is one faction here in civil unrest. The others are in the state of none. That's probably good, but these are also in boom. They're both in civil unrest and in boom. So with my luck, we're gonna get a... If we get any high grades, we're gonna get boom high grades and not civil unrest high grades. And while we're slowly approaching that, I'm just gonna quickly go and synthesize some limpets. Just a few. Because I'm lazy. There we go. Yeah, I'm also considering when I'm hunting for high grades if I should skip the ones that I don't need or if I just take them anyway, because you can always cross trade, and I mean high grades are not that common anymore anyway. So when you already spent the time to fly into the nav beacon and that, maybe it's actually worth it to just spend that little bit extra time to actually go out there and then collect it. I'm not sure, but yeah, maybe we should do that today. Oh yeah, have you guys noticed that is the second spreadsheet in one live stream? 2 spreadsheets in one live stream. This is a good one. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's set a filter here. Signal sources. That was a whole lot of nothing. Distress calls, weapons fire. And that's pretty much it. Wonderful. Nothing. Nothing at all. Oh, there's some 2 over here. It's not a whole lot of stuff around. Anyway, we'll try those 2 systems to see if we're not a little bit more lucky. Improvised component could turn out to be a bit of a nightmare as well. Not so sure. What does YouTube want from me? Okay, look at that later. Mr. Jam says, I think this game is the only way where your Google foo has to be better. Better than with your playing skills. Have you ever tried EVE Online? In that case, that might be a game for you. I played EVE Online for like 7 years, and yes, it is basically just spreadsheets online. So many spreadsheets. Okay, back nav beacon, go. It's only a few in close range, but I'm old school. I have a notebook. Oh yeah, I also have like tons of post-its. Is also good for when you're sitting and you just need to like scribble down a few things. You don't want to bother with tapping it out of the game. There's nothing that beats an old post-it that you just put on the corner of your screen. That works. Why don't I play EVE anymore? Well, I stopped playing EVE when it became something that took... No, let me start differently. So, I really enjoy EVE Online. I think it's an absolutely wonderful game. But the way I like to play EVE Online is move into Zero Sec with an alliance, live out there, join the fleets every evening, and get rich from like building stuff in Zero Sec or Null Sec, or, well, anything out there. But the problem is, when you do that, that means spending quite a bit of time. And I just got to a point where I just didn't have, or well, I guess I had, I prioritized differently. I didn't want to spend that much time on a game. And especially because when you go out with a fleet in EVE Online, you often go into enemy space, and if you just have to log out in the middle of the fleet before you return home, then you kind of have an issue, because then you're stuck in enemy space, and if you lose your ship in that game, it's gone, like gone forever. You have to buy a new one. Okay, here we go. This is a little better. Apart from the fact that there's not a single high grade. God damn it. So it's not like Elite, where you can log in, play for an hour or two, or if you have to suddenly leave in the middle of something, you're never more than a few minutes away from safety. I mean, if you're in a combat zone, you can always just warp out. I mean, you're never more than a few minutes away from a situation where you can log out of the game and then go do something else. It's not like that in EVE Online. If you log out in the middle of enemy space, that could potentially cost you a lot if you're flying an expensive ship out there. So I think that's why I ended up stopping playing EVE Online. Ooh, we have Dark Lizard says, been using the multi-stop route planner for high-grade emissions. It's been great. Want to say thanks. You're very welcome. I'm glad some people are finding it useful. I'm often using it when I do very large engineering builds, when I have to go to multiple engineers at the same time. Then I would often go in and plot in all the engineers and then plot the route between them. Or if I have to go to many locations to pick up materials. So like an evening like this, where I just have to go to 1, 2 planets or 1 or 2 engineers, it doesn't really matter. But as soon as I get over 3 or 4 stops, then I definitely begin to plot it in there as well. I guess Eric says, because you're an adult, you have responsibilities. Yeah, it just doesn't. I mean, when you were younger, or when I was younger at least, and in universities, I mean, if you had to stay up for 2 or 3 o'clock on a weekday, and well, when you're in universities, oh, did I catch that? I don't think I did. No, I didn't. I mean, you could either be tired for the lecture the next day, or you could skip the lecture outright. But it just doesn't work with that. I mean, I don't think if I called in for work and says, so not coming in today, I played computer games all night. Eric says, I feel the burn, just turned 30 on the 25th, yeah. I'm turning 30 in about half a year. Robert says he watched the video a while back where these guys were building a space rocket. So I guess you're referring to the video about Copenhagen suborbitals. And it's a work in progress. The project has been going on for years, so it's not like they're gonna be finished like tomorrow. This is something. I would expect when they have the speaker rocket ready for manned flight. It's gonna be a few years, I think, before they are at that point, because they need to first fully design the speaker rocket. Right now, they're just building the engine. Once they're done with the engine, hold on, let me just quick see here. Oh, I spot a high grade. I spot one high grade, which is civil unrest. Wonderful. JSB says, donates £2 and says, hi, I've discovered the joy of hunting Thargon. It is fun, isn't it? And thanks a lot for the donation. 6,000 light seconds. Okay. Oh, can we? Oh, we could do. There we go. Now it flies itself out there. No, but going back to Copenhagen suborbitals. Right now they are designing the engine. Once the engine has been designed, they need to do the rest of the rocket, and then they need to do multiple. Of course, first static test with the engine, then they need to do multiple launches, multiple successful launches with the speaker rocket, with a crash test dummy in as a payload, and only then will they actually go out and begin to prepare for a manned mission. So that's probably going to be quite a few years down the road before that happens. But regarding updates, there will most likely be updates. I talked to them after we done the last video, and I think it was a great project, and I think the video came out great. They really enjoyed it as well. So I'm talking to them about when they are getting a little bit closer to do the static engine tests of the 100 kilonewton engine. I'll get the camera again. I'll go out to them and see if I can get some video of that. So yes, there will probably be updates to that, but it's not something that happens every week. Things like, you have to remember, it's all guys who do this. They're all volunteers, right? They don't get paid, so they do this in their spare time next to their normal jobs. So things progress not as fast as if it was like a fully funded program with people working full time and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure they will get there. I think something has to go horribly wrong for them not to get there. But again, it's just gonna take time. So yeah, I'm definitely still keeping an eye on the project, see how they're doing. I think what they're working on right now, they have different people working on different projects, but the biggest project they have right now is, like, they are introducing some small, I think they call them swivels, which goes into the injection block at the top of the engine. That I guess is like mist, is like vaporized, not vaporized. It's like when it spurs in the fuel, it goes into I guess finer mist. I don't know exactly what it is it does, but I know they're working on like some of the small finer details at the injection block at the top of the engines at the moment. But again, if you want to have more info about it, they have a YouTube channel where they cover a lot of it. They have a homepage, they have a newsletter. They do put out a lot of stuff so people can follow the project. Tech asks, what are the Hello Day videos about? You should watch you should watch one at some point. It's basically news updates videos, like a vlog kind of thing, where I talk about what's going on the channel, what's going on in the lead, and sometimes when I spot something interesting, I also cover what's going on in real space flight thingy when something fun happens there. So yeah, it's basically it's weekly news. So it's a concept I created because I wanted to have like one place where I could do small announcements. So instead of having to do a lot of small videos whenever news comes out, I would just bunch it all together in Hello Dave, and I think it works great to do it like that. Okay, improvised components, please, and we get what? So this one was a okay. So it's definitely. Oh, they still messed it up. God damn it, Frontier. Okay, so we got proto heat radiators, right? Yes, proto heat radiators. And if we go back and have a look at the spreadsheet, which I have no idea where I put. Is it still open here? No, did I close it? Yes, here it is. Okay, hold on. So, proto heat radiators. There. You get that from Boom systems, right? Or factions in Boom. Oh, not that one. Ah, that one. There we go. So if we go in and have a look here, we can see the faction we got this from was this faction here. And they are both in Civil Unrest and in Boom. It did display them as being in Civil Unrest, but we got the material that we would get as if it were in Boom. So, it's still broken. But now that we're here, I'm gonna pick it up anyway. Ah, I had targeted one of them. Damn it. Oh well. What's going on? Must have hit the wrong trigger then. Frontier, come on. Why? Okay. What do we do now? How do we find improvised components? We go and we begin to go into EDDB. Okay, we look for a system where the faction state is civil unrest and find systems. Well, that's not a lot. We have this one. We have been to Iran, I think, right? That's where we are now. Oh, that one. And we've been here, so we have this system here. Okay, so we do have a few systems still around. So I guess now would be a good time to get out the multi-route planning tool. Multi-stop route planner. Go. There we go. Okay. Give that some time to load. Did it load? There it is. Okay. So, first, where are we now? Okay, so right now we are in Iraninin. Gonna go and put that in as a waypoint, and that's gonna be our start location. Then we need this system here. Let's just do like that. Add that as a waypoint. Let's search this one up, and just verifying that they are indeed in that state in-game as well before I add them, because data might be outdated. What else do we want? We need, just gonna check all these systems. See, that one is in extraction. So that one was outdated. Hydro sector, that's close to Dav's Hope, I think. It is actually the Dav's Hope system. Wonderful. So it's gonna add that to the route. What else? I'm just gonna run through this list. Yeah, gonna need that one. Add that to the list. Oh, not that one. Where did it go? This one. Yep, that's good as well. Oh. Come on. Add that one. We have more here in the hydro sector. That's good. Probably close to each other then. Not at all. But it's not in the right state, so that's good because it seems to be a little bit out of the way. Then we have one down in the Pleiades sector. I'm probably not going to add that because if I... My guess is that's quite far out from everything else, so I'm going to skip that one. I'm going to check the last one here. Okay, that's even further away from Sol, so we're going to skip the last three there. Last thing I want is just to find Jameson's... I don't have Shinrata Desra in here? No, okay. Shinrata Desra. Add that as a waypoint, and that's going to be my end location. So, here comes the magic. Now we just click Optimize Route. Boom. And we now have the optimal route between all those systems, so we get that in the shortest possible route. So now all we do is, I'm just going to drag this over here on the other screen, but I can just say we are now here in Iran, so we're just going to take our next system. Click on that little icon. That's going to put it into our clip holder. So we can go and search it up. I didn't actually notice that. We could see the light years down here in the bottom, and Dark Lister said that I saved for 550 light years of jumping. And with 60 light years of jump range, it's about 9 jumps that I saved from optimizing the route like this. So, let's get going. Let's begin to hunt for... cargo scoop still open. How many jumps is this? 3 jumps. Very nifty tool. You can download it yourself if you want. It's free. If you just search up like Elite Dangerous Multi-Stop Route Planner, then it will most likely come up. There is a few bugs in it that I am working on. It's something like it doesn't like system names with like weird characters like % sign and stuff like that. But I haven't implemented them yet, but I do know a fix for it, so I'll do an update at some point. You made it? Yeah, I did. That's why if you look at it again here, it says, it even has my channel logo, and it says by Down To Earth Astronomy up here on the top. And it even called the D2A multi-waypoint. So yeah, I programmed that myself. But for these kind of things, when you have many jumps, as you can see here, if we just put them in the random order they were in, I mean, we saved 550 light years. That's pretty good. Someone really did hashtag learn to code. I am a professional programmer. That's what I do for a living. So not this kind of GUI stuff. I normally do the back-end infrastructure kind of stuff. So that's why these GUI programs or GUI programming tasks is a little bit fun, because it's a little bit out of what I normally do. I don't really do GUIs that often.
Grind those mats, Astro.
Amanda Kersner, thanks a lot for the donation. It's just grind those mats, yeah. Oh, that's gonna be... Oh, we already in system? I think we are. Look at all those signal sources. Yeah, thank you, Robert. Hello, very normal person. And we have Sir Dirty Dog over on Twitch. Hello and welcome. There we have it. There we have the nav beacon. System data downloaded. Come on, RNGesus. Give me high grades. Yes. Just one? Just one. I'll take it. Now this one is also civil unrest. We have half an hour. That's perfect. So that faction there that we have here. Okay, this should be good. Look at this. This faction is only in civil unrest. So I think there's a pretty good chance we're gonna get our improvised components. Now we just have to hope we get a lot. Oh, I'm overshooting. Unlock, unlock, unlock. And slow down. There we go. Should we do the... so I don't overshoot again. I'm actually really liking the Supercruiser assist. It's so nice when streaming that you just send that thing flying off and then you can sit and read chat instead. Funnily enough, I'm also looking for improvised components, among others, right now. Yeah. Ah, bitch to get. Recycle said, it seems like signal sources are always near bodies. Yeah, I think they are. I wonder if smaller systems with high populations would be better for high-grade farming. They might be if you have the luxury of choice. Okay, I can see 3, not that many, but there we go. Got them. Dav's Hope and the material trader is a good way to start, but problem is Dav's Hope doesn't give grade 5 materials. So you would have to trade up for that, and Yeah, I don't know. I don't like trading up. But Dav's Hope is a really good place if you just want to stock up on like every pretty much every single manufactured materials from grade 4 and down. Then I would just run loops around Dav's Hope for a few hours and you're doing pretty good. Jovak says, cannot find the route planner. Google foo. Needs work. Let me see if I can find it. It should be. Multi-route planner. Multi-raper route planner elite dangerous. I've been hard at work creating a tool. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna post the video, the link. There's some guides in there to in the video how it works. If you want that, and the link for the download link is in the description of that video. And you can see that I also keep a small like log of when I change things. It doesn't update itself. Like, it's not like when updates come out, it then automatically downloads new updates. So if you encounter a bug, then either go back and see if I already fixed it on the video, or you can contact me directly and I'll try to get a fix out for that specific bug. One of the last changes I did was, if we just quickly jump over here, was that I added there's both the normal bat files just executed, there's also a debug one. If you run it in debug mode, you will get the full console output, and it helps me understand what kind of bugs you are encountering. If you have a bug, you can send me a screenshot of the console output. That will help me. Will help me a little bit. So, what are we doing now? Oh yeah, we're done with this system. There was only one high grade. So moving on. I'm just gonna click that little icon there. Open up the galaxy map. Type that in, and look at that, it shouldn't be too far away. 150. So you can see it's kind of in the same area of, so probably next one should probably be up close to that one, I would guess. So we're going like up here. Is it? Oh, look at this. Wonderful, right? So you can see how the route planner, when you click the optimize route, how it will try to prevent you from spending too much time flying around. So how do you get Supercruise Assist? You need to fit a Supercruise Assist module first. And then I'll show you once we get into to the next system. We're supercruising, hopefully towards our next high grade. What time is it? Oh, it's getting a little late. But yeah, it's a module, it's a grade 1 module that you need to buy. And then you can use it. Or class 1? Class 1, I guess. And also, guys, remember, if you find any of the stuff in the live stream here useful, or just enjoy the live stream, you are more than welcome to go down and give it a like down below. It helps a lot, so other people know that this is fun and engaging, and you should definitely come and watch. Leave a like, damn it. And that's our next system. What did we get? We got 3, right? So we should have 9 improvised now. Yeah, 9. Perfect. Oh, God, it's getting late. Tech goes, I'm not paid by D2EA in any way. Cobra says over on Twitch, first thank you for your tutorials, helped me a lot. Have the Interstellar Initiative started yet? Yes, kind of. All you can do right now is to go on the forums and vote for what system we want a megaship ferry in. So right now there's not a whole lot. That's gonna run until the 6th of May, I believe. So in about a week's time, it's gonna run out, and then the next phase is gonna start. What that phase is gonna be, I don't know, but I would expect from when you hear what the whole thing is about, it's about constructing a station and a megaship. So I would expect it to be trading or mining. I don't know. Mike DC asks, don't know why they include a system with a Guardian sites 27,000 light years from the drop. Yeah, you have to remember that the system here will be that there will be a ferry, and there will be building a station in the system. So there's a good chance that that the station will be built close to the Guardian site, and that the ferry will also drop you out close to the Guardian site. But I agree, it probably wouldn't be the best place if it's that far out. Scan completed. Good. Let's go. And again, we don't know anything about how this megaship thing is gonna work. And thanks a lot for the follow on Twitch. Okay, come on, high grades. Encoded, degraded, and there's nothing. Nope, nothing at all. Well, then we go back to our tool. We select the next system. We go into the galaxy map. And we plug that in, and we go to the next system. Very easy. I think it's fun now. We can see how our route is, right? We started in here, and then it sends us out here on kind of a round trip around the edge, and then I expect we're gonna come back in towards Shinratu Desra at some point. Tone says, I thought the point was to get this game to a place where we don't need third-party tool. After all, the forum is a third-party tool. Yes, that is one of the critique points that a lot of people have had for this first phase, is why is this on the forums? This should be in-game. I mean, if you don't pay attention to the newsletter, if you don't sign up to the newsletter, there is nothing that would tell you that this is going on. There's nothing in-game. Nothing tells you this is going on. This should be plastered all over Galnet. This should be in the main menu when you log in. This should be on the launcher. This should be everywhere. It might actually be in the launcher, I'm not even sure. Okay, the news article, to be fair, is there in the launcher, right? I guess Galnet does have an article on it. Yeah, here we go. Cinder Parties announces transport service. So, sure, fair enough. It is there, but there's nothing here, I think. No, it's just flavor, like law text. I don't think there's anything there that says go outside the game to the forum and vote. Exactly, it doesn't tell you where to vote. This should be in-game. I agree. I totally agree this should be in-game. So here's the deal. So they said they're gonna host a live stream where they're going to help people decide, so they have it informed. But they say they're gonna take you a tour of one of the sites. Only one. That puzzles me a bit. Okay, are we at our next destination? Oops, a little bit too close there. Ah, I dropped out. Wrong system. Wrong. I was trying to do the target next system in route, but I accidentally hit the frameshift drive cancel shortcut. Yeah, exactly. Wrong button. No, I'm pretty sure they're just going to show one site on the live stream. Well, let me just get that one directly capturing so I can go and look at the forums. Do I still have this open? I probably does not. I don't. Too many tabs. Way too many tabs. Ah yeah, here it is. Here it is. Nope, that's the video. That's not what I want. Ah, cast your vote. Here it is. Okay. Let me get this over here as well. So it says here, blah blah, join us on the Stargazer. To assist you making an informed decision, the flight team on the Stargazer, which I assume is someone going out having a look at it, will take you to a visit of one of the Guardian sites and talk about what your options are during the next episode of the livestream series, Stargazer Tours. Turn in, blah blah blah, May 2nd, YouTube, Twitch, or Mixer. Right, so... what time is it? I need to keep an eye on time. Oops. Yeah, they should build a parking lot next to some of those Guardian sites. It's impossible to park up there. My says, great stream, Astro. Need to leave early, that's okay. I'm not 100% sure for how much longer I'm gonna keep going anyway. Don't worry, time is relative. Nothing at all. You know what, just for fun, I'm just gonna quickly go and see where the next system is. So we can kind of keep watching the route that is plotted for us. Yeah, you can see how it kind of keeps moving us around here. So we're gonna go down there as the next one. And then the last one is... It's all the way over there on the opposite side, and then we're going into Shinrata Deshra for the final one, which I believe is this one here, right? Yeah, that should be Shinrata Deshra there. So it will kind of take us around the edge, and then, yeah. Anyway, I think I'm gonna call the live stream for now, because it is getting a little late, and I will probably go and hunt the rest of these sites at a later point in time. So, is that it? Yes, this is it. Perfect. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I really hope you liked this stream, even though it wasn't as focused as some of the other ones. Has been a little bit more rambling and just general running around, but it was good to get some work done on the camera Condor, even though we didn't actually do any engineering on it. That will probably come. Now at least I have the materials. I think I would like a little bit more improvised components, so I'll probably do a few more sites for that. And then I can begin getting this thing engineered so I can move on to the next ship that also needs engineering, because there's a lot of them. But anyway, thanks a lot for you guys for watching. Remember, if you haven't already, there is a like button, and I would really like if you would go down and click that. And if you want more live streams, more Elite Dangerous content, news, guides, tutorials, all that good stuff, there is a subscribe button over on YouTube you can go and click. And if you just want more live streams and you prefer to watch on Twitch, there's a follow button over there. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. And until next time, I'll see you guys in space.